There's a moment in every fighter's life when you stop trying to explain yourself. You stop trying to prove who you are. You stop chasing the approval of people who were never meant to understand you in the first place. And in that moment, when you step fully into your own story, without apology, without a hesitation, you become something more, something evolved, something dangerous, something divine. That is the energy I carry with me to Guadalajara. And this is the day I stopped waiting to be someone I used to be and started becoming everything I was born to be. Now, live from Guadalajara, I'd like to wish you a happy spring equinox. The first day of spring, the astrological new year, a new beginning in a new city in a country I'd not stepped foot in before. Well, I've been to Mexico, never to Guadalajara. Now, I came here to open the chapter, not out of reinvention, but out of reintroduction. I'm not talking about the man people know now. I'm talking about the one that saved me when I was 13, 14, 15 years old. The version of me that I imagined while scooting around on my belly as a toddler before I ever stood up and ran. The version of me that they used to call Scoot, the nickname that became my origin story. I didn't walk, I scooted. And then one day, without warning, I got up and took off, running. That energy I came back for, the unstoppable part of me, the untouched part of me, the part that saw a bigger life when the world around me felt so small. That boy dreamed of $500 shirts. He dreamed in $500 shirts. Back then, I used to watch The Rock walk out in those silk Versace shirts and with the swagger and the fire in his voice. That was the era I started learning about trading and about investing. That was when I started imagining what it would be like to live in Costa Rica or Bali, hopping country to country, going to Thailand, gym to gym. Back then, I wasn't just chasing money. I was chasing freedom. The kind that lets you live fully. The kind that lets you feel the world move around you. And because of you. I didn't want to just exist. I wanted to be a force. So I studied, I trained, I sacrificed. I became something few people ever become, relentless. But that came at a price. The sacred selfishness of the grind. I didn't just lose relationships, I refused them. I wasn't a boyfriend. I wasn't trying to be. My only relationship was to the fight and to my goals. And people hated me for it. They called me selfish, cold, detached. They weren't wrong. But here's the truth. To build a life I saw in my head, there was no room for compromise, no space for distractions, no patience for weakness. I operated by a law. This is the way. There is no other. It wasn't about being cruel. It was about surviving, about winning. And then she hugged me. The shift. There's a difference between meeting someone and your soul meeting them. When she wrapped her arms around me, something inside me cracked open. Something ancient. Something I had buried so deep I forgot it even existed. I saw myself differently. I saw a life that wasn't just about the mission. I saw a man who could be more than a weapon. I saw a man who could be a husband, a father. A man who didn't just train and disappear, but who could build, protect, and love. That version of me was foreign, but it was beautiful. And for the first time, I realized I wanted it. The butterfly in Guadalajara. Today in Guadalajara, a butterfly flew into me. It circled my head. It danced around me, widened its orbit, and then disappeared. Call it coincidence. I call it confirmation. Because as a spiritualist, I've always believed life speaks to us, that the universe doesn't whisper, it echoes. And that butterfly wasn't just a symbol of rebirth, it was a reminder. You're not just allowed to transform, you're called to it. Now, let it begin. I came to Guadalajara not to find myself, but to return to the truest version of myself. Not to chase a dream, but to become the dream. Not to run from who I was, but to reclaim who I always been. Before pain, before performance, before the world told me to dim my light. And now, I'm not playing by old rules anymore. This is a reinvention. No, this isn't. This isn't a reinvention. This is a resurrection. This is final boss mode. And yeah, I'm still gonna be intense. I'm still gonna chase audacious goals. But this time, I'm doing it fully alive. Not from a place of lack, but from a place of divine purpose. Because the lesson is this. Rebirth isn't about becoming someone new. It's about finally allowing yourself to become who you always were. So happy spring equinox. Happy astrological new year. Happy rebirth. To me, to you, and to the boldest version of us all. Let's begin.